Today I'm doing another 2 cards with the January 2022 card kit of the month, Truly, Madly, Deeply. Here's the inspiration card. I'm trying to have this in the video so I remember to say what the kit was. So there you have it. Now I have planned out this card, not all the way in my head, but somewhat. And here's the pieces that I thought I would be using. And still think I'm going to be using. So one thing that I did want to do was try using the die, but I don't think I want to cut that out in the center. I think I just want to have it be a tag. So, what color should I use? It'd be kind of fun to do like a gold mirror. Let's see, I have quite the stash of gold mirror cardstock because I've been a subscriber for a while, and I don't know, sometimes I don't use it too much. This is kind of a gold mirror. It's not from Spellbinders, but for the sake of this video, I'd like to use the Spellbinders card kit material. Now, yes, this month did come with a full sheet, but if I have a scrap of the same stuff, I'm going to use the scrap. So I'm going to make this little tag. Now I say tag because I'm from Minnesota and we say tag, not tag. Ooh, tag. Let me know, do you say tag or tag? It's very tricky because I am also a kindergarten teacher, and when they are learning the short vowels, the A says ah, so it would be tag, which just does not sound right and coming out of my mouth. In Minnesota, it is tag. So I'm going to run that through my die cutting machine. I have a power one, so you're going to hear it for a second here. All right, there's one. Ooh, that is pretty neat. I'm going to use my tool in one to pop out the little circles that did not come out quite yet. They definitely are coming out very easily. Lovely. Okay, now I'm going to use the next scrap, and I probably will toss this, but this scrap I could use with, I know it sounds crazy, but I could use it for a die like this for a different card, so I'm just going to set that off to the side. Now the reason why I cut it down before I put it in my machine is that the gold mirror cardstock is quite beautiful, yes, but it gets impressioned. So my die cutting machine has been well loved, and if I were to put the whole thing in, this whole piece of paper, it would leave impressions where I might not want impressions. And now there's something on this, so I'm going to see if I can actually use the other side. Good, not great, but hey, it's a scrap. So running it through again. Okay, and that popped out very nicely. I do like the dies from Spellbinders. They seem to just work well. And I tend to use them if they are out. Same with the sequins. I know it looks like kind of a mess, but out of sight, out of mind. And if they're out of sight, they're definitely out of my mind. All right, I think we've got all of the circles popped out. Lovely, lovely. All right, well, pattern paper time. I love the women on here because of the sentiment, be my gal in time, because that is just adorable. And although Valentine's Day has passed this year, I have a few gal pals, if you will, that I could maybe just give it to them next year, or I might sell the card. I don't know. Well, I think I do want these ladies to be kind of like a wow factor of the card, so I'm going to have them be the smaller piece of paper. So let's trim it down. I'm going to trim down this really pretty, delicate paper. It's barely pink, to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and that's going to fill my whole card base of my cardstock. And these really nice women, I just think they're really pretty. Anyway, I'm going to trim that down to 4 by 5 1/4. So it's just 1/4 of an inch snipped. And I will save these little scraps because I could use them for something else. You never know. Those are going over there. And I'm going to separate these and just kind of set it down and see what we are looking at here. I like the way it's looking. Okay. I love the ladies, but I feel like it's a bit busy. Things to think about. The heart gets lost. The heart will get lost if I do that, so that's out. What if I took black cardstock? I love circle dies. I really do. Should I use not a circle, because that's already a circle, and will it contrast if I use something else? I don't know. I feel like if I use black though, it's really going to help this little I love you sentiment and the hair from the women pop more too. What if I turned the tag that way? Made it be more of like an award? It looks like a ribbon. Friend award. So dorky. I don't know. Be my galentine. How will it look? Be my galentine. Do I have glue on my hand? What is that? Be my galentine. I don't know why I'm whispering. Kind of weird. True friendship. You know, I kind of like it turned. I do. But I almost feel like it's too tone on tone. And then I do need some black in there to kind of break it up a bit. think I'm going to use just a rectangle die and make myself a rectangle of cardstock. Oh, what if I used the rectangle die and then made a fishtail? No, I'm just going to use the rectangle die and use a rectangle. All right, back to my machine. This is really just my process of just try and see. And then in the end, there's something there. Loud sound from my machine. Here we go. Okay, one done. Okay, second one is coming up. Oh man, I was kind of brave here, picking this scrap and cutting it so short. You know, I think it will cut anyway. I'm gonna try it. If it doesn't, we're gonna put something over it. It always sounds so dramatic. Okay. Yeah, this rectangle die is not from Spellbinders. I really just think it's unbranded. I don't even remember where I got it from. And it does not cut as nicely as the die from the kit. I don't know if that's just the thickness or the metal or whatever, but that is my thought. All right, we are cruising along. My dad says, what is it? Something like a herd of turtles. Taking off like a herd of turtles. That's me being a turtle with this card. Love you, girl. Love you, girl. True friendship. Yep, those are great. Love you, girl. Oh, maybe that could come off of the little tag there and it could work. Okay, that's gonna probably end up there. These aren't, oh, they are kind of sticky. I didn't think they were. I'm just gonna kind of rub my finger over it a few times so it's not gonna stay perfectly there, because it is not it's not ready to go on yet. I'm just seeing, you know, just seeing. Feb 14. You know, that might be kind of fun in the corner. The bottom. Oh, I like the bottom. Okay. Feb 14. Now the chipboard stickers I do like. They're not sticky. I mean, there's something there, but it's not gonna stay forever where you put it, so put some glue under it. I'm gonna do that in a minute here. You know, I think I'm gonna stick this one inside the card. Same with these sentiments. I had planned for those to go in because I like how it says Friends Forever. It goes with the Galentine, you know, gal pal, friends. But the pink, I mean, it kind of goes with some of the skin tones, but this pink is quite bright and the other colors are kind of muted. So I'm not sure that it kind of goes, so I'm not going to put it on the front. It's going to go in the center. And I like this Fill Today with Love, or Heart. Fill Today with Heart. Maybe that will go on this card because that already has a chipboard sticker. I don't know, but this has the Feb 14. Maybe Maybe that will go over here. Okay, it's not forever. And then I love you. That's probably gonna go maybe on the Feb 14. That would be kind of fun if it was like an arrow into the card. I don't know. Okay. Well, that is my general plan. Now to stick it all together. Here we go. I'm just gonna slide that off and start from the bottom up. Man, that die really has these tiny little circles everywhere. See, there's more. Probably should have used my tool-in-one and scraped them all out, but we are moving along. So I'm gonna put the first pattern paper down on my card base. This is just an A2 card. All the cards I make are A2, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, which most people use from the Spellbinders card kits, because that's the way that the card bases from the kit come. I am not straight here, so I am going to just trim it off. And only people who watch this video and cutting. You know, I think I'm going to trim that too. Just a little. Hold it. I'm going to talk to myself and give myself a pep talk. I don't save these scraps. Don't know. Maybe I could throw them out and a bird could make a nest with them. I don't know. Maybe it's toxic. Who knows? Something tells me the birds would be fine. Okay. Next, my lady paper. Miss Lady. I don't know. My husband loves movie quotes, and some of these phrases are part of movies. Always make sure to have the card open from the right, like a book. Then I'm going to do the black piece of cardstock and put some adhesive on it and center it-ish. I really should use my grid to make sure it's straight. That would be the smart thing to do if I remembered. Most of the time I forget. Okay, I think I'm going to use those little dots there. Straight enough. Next, my gold mirror cardstock. I don't know if the gold mirror cardstock does well with the Easy Runner Grand adhesive. I have not tried it yet, but I do know that some of the double-sided tape, it does not work with this, so I'm going to use my art glitter glue on the mirrored cardstock because I know it works. So I'm going with what I know. Hopefully my head is not in the frame. If it is, you get to see my head really close. Should I pop up that heart? To pop or not pop? I think pop. Dimension is always very nice. I have some leftover foam adhesive from a different kit, so I'm going to use that up before I jump into another kit, because why start more if this one isn't finished? And of course I'm going to trim this up and use the negative space because it does the same thing as the squares, so why not? Okay. Thank goodness for vacuum cleaners, because I don't know, crafty rooms end up having things like this just everywhere. I've never had issues with mailing cards with dimension like this. I know some people have said, like, you know, oh, it has to be a specific mailer. I don't know. I've never had issues with it, and I've mailed a lot of cards with dimension. I've even mailed one or two to Canada for a swap, and no issues there. Now, for the Be My Galentine, I do want dimension, but I don't want it to be as high as the heart. So I'm going to use these dimension squares. I do not know where I got them from. I think they might have been from a Simon Says stamp card kit of the month. I could be wrong, but I don't remember. And there's no label. Oh, hey, Scrapbook Adhesives. They're from Scrapbook Adhesives, but I'm pretty sure they are from a card kit from Simon Says Stamp. So, take that off. More things for the garbage. And Be My Galentine. The cheesiness is fun. I like that. Okay, Be My Galentine, Feb 14. Did want that in the corner. I'm going to use the art glitter again on the chipboard stickers. And stick that down in the corner somewhat. And then, what am I not have on yet? Since I took the sticky off, I gotta put something sticky back on. And wasn't I? Oh, I was gonna do that different, wasn't I? Well, looks like my two cards are gonna look a little different from each other. Love you, girl. We're gonna have that down here, I think. It'll be kind of like some tags going on here. I like that that moves. It's kind of different. Fill today with heart. Card making is so relaxing. All right, and last, my gold heart. I think I'm going to pull my tweezers out for this. I don't know. I like using my reverse tweezers because I can kind of move things around and see it without my hand being in the way. That looks good there. Now, do I want to use the sequins? See if that kind of looks good. You know, I do. I want to use the sequins. I am a sucker for the sequins. They're on a lot of my cards. And I really like the coloring of these sequins because from different lights they look like different colors, and they look like different sequins even on different papers. I don't know if you can tell that from here, but that's what my eye sees. I'm going to use my jewel picker and set those down. And I don't care if a little glue comes out the top because I'm going to add more glue on the top. And I will show you why I do that in a second. Glue, glue, glue. Now I'm going to, I like to add bling. I just do. Even though this is shiny, shimmering, splendid already, I think it needs bling. So I have these pearl embellishments or gems and I put them on a lot of my cards because why not add some bling? You know, I'm gonna go with pearls this time, and I have on here top because I don't know if you can see, but this box opens a very odd way, and the first time I opened it, it was just everywhere. I got these pearls from Amazon, I think, and I've used a lot of them because this came and like each section was full. I do like this size over here pretty good because it goes on the sequins nicely without it being too much. So I pulled out, see, dramatic. I pulled out 3 of those and I just used that purple tape to keep the lid on because I don't want that spilling again. Disaster. And I just stick them right in the sequin, and if a little squishes out, whatever, it is going to dry clear, so I don't care. And I'm gonna let that kind of sit for a second. Not a second, it's gonna be several minutes because I'm gonna do this card now, and I'm gonna try to put this tag where I originally thought before I just went off the rails and covered up the whole tag with a giant sequin. So this card is going to use the same pieces, but, and of course I went right off the paper. I'm going to use the same embellishments, but maybe it will look different. Let's discover together because I don't even know myself. This paper reminds me of the 90s with like colorful carpet in movie theaters, but also like pretty rice. I don't know. My brain. And the ladies. There we go. Cards opening nicely. Center my gal pals. And then that's the front. Okay. Going to set these down. I don't know. I am going rogue. True friendship. No, it has to be sideways to read that sentiment. I guess it doesn't have to be, because nothing has to be anything with these card kits, because it's your own. Make it your own. I love the tag, but it's just not long enough for me in this card, because I'm going to do that. Try it. If you don't like something, it's not that I don't like it. I just wanted it to look different. Why not use the die and make it what you want? I don't know. Works for me. Okay. Using my grid again. And now I'm going to glue down my gold mirrored cardstock tag. There's that A again. Oh dear, I just glued on the wrong side. Okay, I'm going to use my I don't know what this is called, chamois from Lawn Fun, and see if I can wipe it off before it dries. This is really going well, isn't it? Okay. Ah, look at that. It worked. St. Jude helped me again. Okay. I just keep that in a Tupperware like this. I don't know. I feel like if I keep it in something that has a seal, it smells and gets kind of weird. Okay, putting glue on the right side this time. And I'm going to kind of pretend like it's just continuing on behind that heart. That looks straight-ish. Okay. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. This time I'm gonna have the heart be flat because I don't want the recipient to see a tag cut. So we are gonna do that and just lay it down flat. True friendship. What a sentiment. True friends. There's nothing like a true friend. Yeah. Do I want it there? I kind of want it off. I don't want it like perfectly with the other tag, but I don't want it to block the heart. Yes, that is there. Okay. That is there. Really good word using here. Be my galentine. I feel like that kind of gets lost if I just stick it up by the heart. What if I popped it up? I feel like I always say that. What if we add foam tape? Or if I put it behind gold mirror cardstock? That's what I'm gonna do. This is why I save the scraps. I'm gonna stick it down onto this little scrap. And I'm gonna use my spring-loaded scissors, and I'm going to fussy cut around that, but I'm gonna give it a second to let the glue stick in before I start sliding something around, which I don't wanna do. I'm gonna pop up this, no, I'm gonna pop that up so this will be flat. Okay, stick down this Feb 14 here. Okay, lovely. And I'll glue on my little heart. I loved the hearts in this kit. They're, okay, well, just getting a bit klutzy tonight. Loved the hearts in this kit. There's tons of them. Didn't bother to count them, but there's a few. Quite a few. If that's gonna go there, I kind of want the eye to kind of go down. So I'm going to put the heart there. That works for me. I'm also going to put this little chipboard sticker of I love you. And we're going to add glue because it's a chipboard sticker and I don't want that popping off later. Do I like that crooked? Kind of, because it kind of is the same angle as that. Yep, we're going with it. Okay, well, more gold dots. That should have been enough time for this to set. Sometimes I'll do this with the ephemera pieces and put cardstock or pattern paper behind an embellishment or ephemera piece, and I spend time gluing it, cutting it, blah blah, and then I hate it. Well, then I just chop it off, and then it's kind of like it was back to normal, but now it's just extra thick. So I do like the added gold. I think that helps kind of break up the beige on beige of the card. So I'm going to do some dimensional on the back. Foamy, foamy, foamy. Take that off. That seems to stick pretty nice on the gold mirror cardstock, which is really nice because it's kind of slippery. But the dimension dots seem to be working. Now, do I want it diagonal or do I want it straight? I think I want it straight. And I'm going to put it over here so it doesn't cut off that heart. I'm going to use my tweezers and really kind of see where I want it before I just stick it down. Be my galentine. You know, I kind of like it down here. Oh, stuck on. Galentine, that is adorable. Okay, last but not least, the sequins, and I kind of like to just scatter them. I do like to work in odd numbers. Seems to be pleasing to the eye or whatnot. So I don't know why I just picked that up with my finger because that's not going to work. Well, I guess it could work, but I would get glue in more spots than I'd like. I'm going to just move that up just a little. I don't want it in the corner of that. Would you just stick? Thank you. I'm using my jewel picker. I'm pretty sure this came in a Simon Says stamp card kit of the month. I think it came this summer when they did their frog one. That was a funny kit. Anyway, love it. But you can find jewel pickers anywhere. You don't have to get it from a kit or buy this specific one, Marvy jewel picker. You can use your finger, you can use wax, pencils. Since I have it, I'm using it. I don't know, I kind of like to get them laying upright, and then I'll just stick it on the sequin. Oh, get back here. Come on. I feel like I'm playing heads or tails. Getting a lot of tails that time. Okay. And that completes the outside. And I think I am going to just sneak in some of that pattern paper with that Friends Forever and Feb 14 because I have it. And if it's a scrap, why not use it up? Otherwise it's just gonna sit there, and I don't have room to stash and hoard paper. I'd like to because it's really pretty, but this paper works with this card. I might not have a need for this paper somewhere else because it is quite a statement paper. So I'm using it. Use it up. And it's gonna go in the center in the bottom here. And centered. Not quite, but maybe the Feb 14 can cover that up. Sure can. Giant easy runner. Grand. That's grand, all right. Grande. Friends Forever. I think I'll stick that there. Back to my art glitter. Okay. Friends Forever. Great. One done. And number 2. I'm going to use my tweezers this time so I actually get it centered because I'm all out of the Feb 14 because I used them up. And I'm going to stick it down like that. Feb 14. What a day. St. Valentine. Actually did see St. Valentine's skull in Rome in 2008. He was beheaded. And long story short, I needed a bathroom and I was in Rome. And this church was open. I went in and the relic of St. Valentine was there. So got to see that. Happy accident? I don't think so. Providence. Anyway, here are the 2 cards that I made today. I hope that you're enjoying the video and enjoying my chit chat. I'll see you later. Bye.